The summary of The Effective Executive, the definitive guide to getting the right things done. Brought to you by Click-Through College. Chapter 1. Effectiveness can be learned. In the opening chapter, Drucker emphasizes that effectiveness is not an inherent ability, but a skill that can be learned and honed over time. Contrary to popular belief, successful executives aren't born. They are made through the constant refinement of their management skills. This chapter provides an extensive analysis of how effectiveness can be cultivated by adopting specific practices. These practices include time management, focusing on outward contributions, leveraging personal and team strengths, concentrating efforts in key areas, and decision-making strategies. Drucker delves deep into these topics, exploring them with practical examples and anecdotal evidence, offering insights into how these techniques have been successfully implemented by recognized leaders in various fields. He underscores that, regardless of the nature of the organization or the role of the individual, these effectiveness practices can be applied universally. Chapter 2. Know Thy Time. Chapter 2 delves into the critical importance of time management for executives. Drucker argues that time, unlike other resources, cannot be replenished or expanded, and therefore must be managed with utmost care. The chapter elaborates on how to effectively record, manage, and consolidate time, offering pragmatic advice for executives to get the most out of their workdays. Drucker highlights the necessity of eliminating non-essential tasks and delegating wherever possible to free up time for more strategic pursuits. He also stresses the significance of carving out large, uninterrupted chunks of time for focused work, a concept that stands at the core of modern deep work philosophies. He presents several case studies where effective time management has led to significant improvements in executive performance and overall organizational success. Chapter 3. What can I contribute? Chapter 3 shifts the focus from task-oriented work to contribution-oriented thinking. Drucker maintains that effective executives constantly ask themselves, "What can I contribute to the organization's performance?" This shift from a task-based mindset to a contribution-focused one prompts more strategic and proactive thinking, leading to greater organizational impact. Drucker provides a comprehensive exploration of this mindset shift, discussing how it helps to prioritize tasks that will make the most significant impact and align actions with the organization's overarching goals. He presents several instances where this change in approach has helped organizations achieve breakthrough performance. Chapter 4. Making Strength Productive. In Chapter 4, Drucker argues that effective executives build on their strengths and the strengths of their teams, rather than trying to remedy weaknesses. He asserts that leveraging strengths leads to far more significant results than trying to fix weaknesses. The chapter provides an extensive discussion on how to identify, nurture, and utilize strengths in an organizational context. It also addresses the importance of placing team members in roles where their strengths can shine and contribute to the team's overall success. Drucker provides examples of how this strengths-based approach has been successfully implemented in various organizations, leading to enhanced performance and productivity. He also discusses how to handle weaknesses in this context, proposing that they should be neutralized rather than focused on. Chapter 5. First Things First. The fifth chapter of Drucker's book underlines the importance of prioritizing tasks and executing them in order of their significance to the organization's goals. He suggests that effective executives don't just get things done. They get the right things done. This involves a deep understanding of the organization's strategic objectives and the prioritization of tasks that align with these objectives. The chapter provides a detailed discussion on how to identify these first things, and how to align day-to-day tasks with strategic objectives. Drucker provides examples and case studies demonstrating the benefits of this approach, such as increased productivity, better decision-making, and improved organizational performance. He also provides practical tips and techniques for executives to determine what their first things are and how to keep them at the forefront of their agenda. He emphasizes that the ability to focus on what truly matters, amidst the clutter of daily tasks and distractions, is what separates effective executives from the rest. Chapter 6. The Elements of Decision-Making. The final chapter focuses on the art and science of decision-making, an essential skill for effective executives. Drucker argues that decision-making is not about making the right decision. It's about making a decision and then making it right. This involves gathering relevant information, evaluating the potential outcomes, making a choice, and then committing to it fully. The chapter provides a comprehensive examination of the decision-making process, from identifying the need for a decision, through gathering and evaluating information, to finally making the choice and reviewing its outcomes. It also explores common pitfalls in decision-making, such as analysis paralysis and groupthink, and offers strategies to avoid them. Drucker shares various real-world examples where effective decision-making has led to significant business successes, as well as instances where poor decision-making has resulted in failures. The chapter concludes with a discussion on the importance of feedback in decision-making and how effective executives use it to continuously improve their decision-making skills. Chapter 7: Effective Decisions. Chapter 7 dives into the heart of effective decision-making. Drucker underscores that making a decision isn't the end of the process, but the beginning. Each decision should be followed by a commitment to action. The chapter breaks down the decision-making process into several stages: defining the problem, analyzing the problem, developing alternatives, deciding on the action, and converting the decision into effective action. Drucker also discusses the importance of testing a decision against its actual outcomes to confirm its effectiveness. The chapter offers a wealth of examples and anecdotes where decision-making processes have been implemented successfully, highlighting their impact on both individual and organizational performance. Chapter 8: Functioning Communications. In Chapter 8, Drucker explores the role of communication in an executive's effectiveness. He emphasizes that communication isn't just about transmitting information, it's about making oneself understood. This involves listening, empathizing, and tailoring messages to the audience's needs. Drucker highlights the importance of face-to-face communication, regular staff meetings, and written reports as tools for effective communication. He also discusses the role of technology in communication, advising that it should be used as a tool to supplement, not replace, personal communication. Chapter 9: The Art of Effective Personal Relationships. The 9th chapter delves into the significance of interpersonal skills for an executive. Drucker contends that effectiveness isn't just about getting things done. It's about getting things done with and through people. The chapter discusses how effective executives build trust, motivate team members, handle conflicts, and develop others. It offers practical advice on fostering healthy professional relationships and creating a positive and productive work environment. Chapter 10: The New Dimensions of Executive Effectiveness. In the concluding chapter, Drucker discusses the evolving nature of executive effectiveness in the face of rapid technological and societal changes. He emphasizes that while the principles of effectiveness remain the same, the application of these principles must adapt to the changing context. The chapter discusses the impact of globalization, digitalization, and societal changes on executive roles and effectiveness. Drucker offers insights on navigating these changes and maintaining effectiveness in the ever-evolving business landscape. Drucker reaffirms the importance of the 5 key practices: managing one's time effectively, focusing on outward contributions, building on strengths, setting the right priorities, and making sound decisions. He states that these practices must be cultivated consciously and consistently to drive organizational success and personal growth. The concluding section also underscores the importance of a decision-making process that is systematic and based on sound principles. The right decisions can significantly impact an organization, so it's vital that this process is not left to chance. Effective executives are those who take their decision-making responsibilities seriously and adhere to a thoughtful and methodical approach. Drucker also reminds the reader that effective executives are not necessarily the most intelligent, the most personable, or the most impressive individuals. Instead, they are those who consistently apply these practices in their work. Effectiveness, then, is not about personal attributes but about habits and practices. It's not about working harder but about working smarter. Finally, Drucker emphasizes that effectiveness is about contribution. Effective executives focus on what they can contribute to their organization's success. They understand their role in the larger organizational context and consistently strive to make meaningful contributions to further the organization's goals. In essence, the conclusion of "The Effective Executive" serves as a succinct and powerful reminder of the core principles that Drucker believes are vital for any executive who wants to be effective in their role. It is a call to disciplined, focused, and contribution-oriented work. The summary of The Effective Executive, the definitive guide to getting the right things done.